Yo, what's up, family? Before we start the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and share to any and everyone that you can. Just read out there a little bit more. With that being said, let's get right into the video. Our 7-3 live view and Kristaps Porzingis came back last night for the first time since the first round of the playoffs and had an immediate impact. So let's not waste time and get into the film. All right, this is my second time seeing y'all today. So again, how y'all doing? I hope y'all doing good. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, make sure you take your shoes off before you come to the house. And Kristaps Porzingis, man, this first stretch that he had in this first quarter, 11 points, 3 rebounds, 3 blocks in the first quarter, and he wasted no time. I was not super skeptical of him coming off the bench, especially when I saw how early he came off the bench. I was like, okay, he's really ready. And just like the March 1st matchup against the Mavericks in Boston, Kristaps Porzingis' first offensive possession was a switch on Luka and he drew a foul. Here, he gets the nice block on Derrick, well, not block, but uses his size and his rim protection, of course, and contests the Derrick Jones Jr. shot. He makes him miss, and then he gets the switch on Luka Doncic and he draws a foul. And of course, something the Celtics were missing is just somebody that can do this, right? In the regular season, Porzingis led the league in points per possession as far as post-ups. I don't care what you call it. It could be a post-up, the face-up, like the mid-post isolation. It doesn't matter. Kristaps Porzingis is the lead at this. Okay, so we got a switch here. Derrick White does a very nice job dragging the dribble out, making Jaden Hardy go back to Kristaps Porzingis. And now we have what we want, right? So Kristaps is at the elbow. There's nothing to be done. I understand that he's still not a bruiser. He's not a guy that's going to back you down and force you under the basket. He doesn't have to be. He has a foot of height on Jaden Hardy. Nothing he can do can contest his shot, and if he does, it'll probably be a foul, and he drains his mid-range. And something I was really trying to watch with Porzingis in his stints was how he reacted to jumping and landing on that calf. If he was trying to block a shot, if he was trying to dunk the ball, I wanted to see how he would react to landing on that calf, and there was no grimaces, there was no sign of pain, and I'm really excited that he took that time off and his body looks healthy, especially in game 1. Hopefully it's the same in game 2. But here he picks up PJ Washington in transition. He tries to go through Porzingis. The rim protection in this game for him, he was really our 3-and-D center in this game, and he got things done on both ends, and he contests the PJ shot. We get the ball. And Kristaps has so many back-to-back sequences in this game. Here is Derek Lively trying to be physical with Porzingis. Him initiating the action was big for the Celtics in this game. He had a lot of handoffs with Tatum and Brown and guys like that. And him here using his skill, right? A 7'3" guy going around another 7-footer that's trying to pressure him. He dunks the ball right there. And again, I'm trying to see how he lands. I'm trying to see if there's any like missteps, any limping, any grimacing. No, he looks completely fine after landing right there. And then we come back on the other end. We got a Hardy, Lively, two-man game. And he's going to come over to Jaden Hardy, swats that out of bounds. A great save by Jaylen Brown. We go up the court, and what are we going to do? In transition, something that happens a lot is cross matches. So the Celtics get their mismatches by doing the pick and rolls, the low angle, empty side pick and rolls. They set the screen and the Celtics switch. And the defense switch. Another thing is in transition. When you run a transition, the defense sometimes does not have time to get proper matchups. This is what happens here. And again, Kristaps against somebody smaller than him, he doesn't have to do 25 pack downs to get under the basket. He can just take advantage right there. And again, another back-to-back sequence for Porzingis. And look at this spacing right here. I'm so glad the NBA added this. 30 feet. He averages about 27 feet on his threes. And again, I said it so many times in the previews and me talking about Porzingis potentially coming back in the series. The spacing he provides always goes deeper than the actual three-point line, right? He's shooting from 30 feet. He's shooting from 29 feet. And here he is on the other end in that dropping back, and has the length and athleticism. And again, this is what I'm looking at. His feet, his calf muscles, right? He's able to explode off that with no grimace, no pain, no nothing. He's just running down. He does a great job of getting that block. And of course, we finish the sequence off with a contested Sam Hauser 3. And this was just a really fitting way to end his first quarter stint. Watch this block on Josh Green. And here we go with Kristaps having some more great position on the defense side of the ball. Here, steps over to take away Luka's drive and force him to pass the ball, and being able to be, well, I think Luka's strength actually pushes KP back into Lively, but back into a position where he's able to take away the layup and the pass, and Lively goes out of bounds. And of course, you got another switch on a small defender. Even when you think you have a good contest on Kristaps Porzingis, the size is just too much, and he shoots right over Derrick Jones. All right, so here we got another Derek White, Kristaps pick and roll. Derek White is going to drag it out just a little bit so Josh Green can switch onto Kristaps Porzingis. And if you're a small switch on the Kristaps, the best thing that you can do is before the ball even comes, you have to try to push Kristaps further away from the basket, right? And this is what Josh Green tries to do here. I don't mind physicality, and bro, look at Kristaps screen. I don't mind physicality in the playoffs, especially not the finals. Josh Green had a couple little fouls right there. I don't know how I felt about that. But Kristaps is pretty far away from the basket with 4 seconds left. He doesn't have to back guys down. And the first couple of clips that we seen was Kristaps just doing some jab steps and shooting the ball. Here he pump fakes Josh Green. I don't know why he's jumping, acting like his contest is going to do something, but he jumps. Kristaps gets closer to the basket in a spot where he's more comfortable in, and he drains the mid-range. This video is brought to you by PrizePicks. PrizePicks is America's #1 fantasy sports app with more than 5 million members. It is the most fun and exciting way to get in on the action while you watch your favorite sports and players. You just pick more or less on 2 or more player stats for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. Download the app today and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. With PrizePicks, you could turn $10 into $1,000 in a single game watching your favorite sports this summer. You can make a PrizePicks lineup in as little as 60 seconds. You just need to pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stats projections and you're locked in. When the finals are over, the hoops action doesn't stop on PrizePicks. Women's basketball is just getting started with young stars like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese looking to make names for themselves alongside greats like Breonna Stewart and Aja Wilson. You could win up to 100 times your cash watching them ball out. I've been using PrizePicks for about 2 years and have won a pretty penny in that span, mostly doing basketball and football. Once again, download the app today and use the code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy. And here, just nothing. Another 30-foot three from your 7'3" center. Lazy closeout by Luka. Cash. All right, so here's just some more good defensive positioning by Kristaps. Here we got Jaylen Brown chasing Kyrie. He's doing a good job, but also Kyrie seeing Kristaps Porzingis as Lively is trailing here on the roll, forces Kyrie to pump fake, pivot, and it forces to travel. All right, so here we got Tatum, Kristaps pick and roll. Tatum's going to drive and draw 3 to 4 defenders. Kristaps is a beneficiary of that. He shoots a 3, but he misses. It's okay, everybody misses, but he stays active, doesn't settle for another one, cuts, and gets a dunk. And here was just a monster defensive play by Kristaps, just sliding his feet here. Luka drives right into Kristaps, so of course he's gonna help right there. Knocks the ball loose a little bit, passes Derrick Jones Jr., contains that drive for a little bit, and then he goes into a triple handoff. Now we step up on Kyrie Irving. He does a little in and out move, good move, but Kristaps is not fazed by that at all. Then a nice drop pass by Kyrie Irving. Derrick Jones Jr., one of the more athletic guys in this league, goes up. Kristaps goes up with him and he blocks it. But that is the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe, and share to any and everyone that you can. Just read out there a little bit more, and I will see you guys tomorrow with 2 more videos. But this is Nick. Peace.